Okay, good morning. So I wanted to jump on this morning before I finish getting ready and talk about social anxiety. I'm pretty sure maybe that's what I've got, right? Okay, so I know you're probably thinking, how do you have social anxiety, but you're sitting here and you've got this towel on your head and you're posting this for everybody to see. Well, that's different. I don't really know why. So okay, so I've noticed for a while now I feel really uncomfortable in certain situations. And sometimes it causes me not to do certain things because I'm scared. I'm just gonna be honest. It's scared and the thought of it just makes me sick to my stomach. So it's Labor Day weekend, and here in Grayville, we have what we call Grayville Days. And it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday night. And when I was a little girl, it was a huge, like the whole main street was lined with food vendors, places you could buy little like fart spray, invisible ink, the fake cigarettes. Yeah. Oh, my mom killed me when I got those. But anyways, rides. I mean, it was a big deal. Like everybody went to Grayville Days. It was huge. So last night it kicked off. My youngest, her cheerleading team had to do the dunk booth, and she had a certain time. So we decided, okay, we're going to go up there. We'll eat, check it out. Feeling very uncomfortable. Like I wanted to go, but I didn't want to go. Like I wanted to go because I really wanted to get me a drink from Amy Lou's Brews. But then again, like I just wanted somebody to do it for me and not even have to go up there. That is not me, people. Growing up, I was just very outgoing. I didn't care what people thought. I just did my own thing. And like my oldest daughter reminds me so much of myself because she does. She has her own fashion sense. She just rocks it. She does her and she's proud of it and she carries it well. So I'm not sure what has happened to me as I've gotten older. But what I realized last night is I couldn't wait to get home. And once I was home, I was fine. But then I started feeling really bad because, I talked to people, but it was more of when they looked at me and then they spoke, then I felt better and I spoke back to them. But there was other people that I literally just put my head down. I didn't make eye contact. I didn't speak. People that I've known for a long time. Then I feel bad because I'm like, oh my gosh, they're probably thinking I'm snobbing them. And I just felt really bad. And this morning I started thinking more and more about it. And I realized that, I do struggle from anxiety, but the way I cope with anxiety is I do the hard things. As much as it makes me sick to my stomach, and I do it. And then that sense I get after I accomplish it, I think has really helped my anxiety. But I'm thinking this level of social anxiety is a little bit different because when you come into my store, I'll talk your ear off. I'll post videos. I'll go live. I'm all about that stuff. But it's for some reason when it is real life out in the crowd and out in public, I am scared to death that people are judging me, talking about me. I don't know why. I don't know why I struggle with this, but I do. And with me, I love talking real life. I'm not going to hide it because my biggest thing is if there was somebody last night that I didn't speak to, or they were like, oh my gosh, Dana just snubbed me. I don't want that. So I think it's important to get the message out that I know I cannot be the only one that struggles with this. I even know my youngest son, he's really came out of his shell, but he would struggle. Like he would not want to leave the house. It was all we could do to get him to go to school. And if you talk to him, he wouldn't talk to you. And in fact, last night I had a girl, she said, oh my gosh, he talked to me. Like I seen him talking to the other girls and the kids up here. And so I was like, hey, how are you doing? And she said, he talked back. That's huge. And so I realized like this morning, I think I got an issue with the social anxiety, and I'm not really sure how to cure it. I guess it's the same thing with my, my regular anxiety. Maybe I just look somebody in the eye and say, hi. I don't know. And maybe I'll come across awkward. I don't know. But again, if you're in my space, I am going to be very pleasant. I'm going to talk your ear off. But outside of my comfort zone, I guess, I struggle. And even just getting it out there I feel so much better. Because again, and I think people can understand this no matter what point you are in your life, what you're doing. There is sometimes that you get negative kickback from people. And I think that that's kind of my struggle is, especially right now, I feel like everybody's looking at me, judging me. I don't know how to explain it. I know there's a lot of people that are happy for me, but there's a lot of people that are not. Like, I'm just going to be blunt, okay? I'm going to be blunt and honest. It's pretty sad that when you're trying to advocate, maybe advocate is not the right word because I don't really advocate strongly. But when you're trying to do something to better your town, to offer something not just for your community, but for people, to draw people into your community, and there are people that are not happy about that, I think that's sad. I've actually sat here and I've watched people gripe and complain and not work together and exclude businesses and exclude people when all they're doing is hurting the town. I mean, you know, for instance, there was something that happened with me and my business was totally excluded. Not once, but twice, maybe 3 times. And it kind of upset me. And then I realized, actually, I had somebody tell me, they noticed it, and they said, but you know what I don't understand is they're not hurting you or themselves. They're hurting the community. So I feel like I need to do better about putting myself out there in public and talking to people, and just if they want to talk about me, I mean, I might have to turn around and kind of get sick in my mouth and stuff because, you know, if anybody deals with anxiety, you know. But I think that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm just going to conquer it, and I'm going to have to get out there outside my comfort zone and just talk to people and be kind and polite and show them who I really am. And if they want to turn around and talk right back about me, that's on them, not me. So I know, like, so my channel, I was trying to figure out what to do, and I was wanting to keep it strictly business, but there again, like, there is so much that goes on when you're running a business. And I've had people tell me, don't mix personal with your business. But my business is personal. My business is my baby. Like, like, everything that's went on, I've had to really advocate for myself in my business because this is legit huge for me. And I found that I've had to do the hard things. I've had to swallow it and just do it, because if I'm not going to do it, nobody else is going to do it for me. And that's why I'm in the place I'm at today. And I'm super excited about this. And I think it's huge that I work on this social anxiety and find out like what's going to help. So if you're somebody that suffers from social anxiety, I would love you to comment and tell me, like, what are some things that you do to help? Caffeine's probably not one of them, I'm sure it just jacks everything up. But, again, I just think it's really important. In my business, I've always said I want to be honest and true, transparent, and real with my customers, with people that maybe follow me. It's really important, because I have found I have related a lot to the ones that is real life. The ones that are just themselves, not the ones that flash their big $100,000 SUVs, their $100,000 homes. I like the ones that tell it like it is and say, I've had to work for this. I've had to, and are real. And yes, I've struggled. Yes, I've done this. I think I seem to connect with them people so much better. And they actually encourage me. So I guess I'm just trying, I want to be that person. My whole goal in life too is to make people happy, to help people. I'm working on, like, I follow people, I read a book. I read books. And one of the things that really touched base with me is leaving a legacy. When I die, what do I want to leave? And that hit me, because when I die, I don't want to be known as the snob, the gossiper, the person that always tried to rock the boat, stir the pot. I don't want to be known as the one that said one thing and did another, or, oh my gosh, she always posted all this stuff, but then look how she treated people. No. I want them to say, oh my gosh, Dana was a great person. Look what she did. Look what she accomplished. And not like a pat on my back, but I want to do good. So when I die, I want people to think good about me. And not only that, but what's very, very important for me as well is what my kids see in me. How I'm setting the standard for my kids and showing them how I feel like you should treat others. And how maybe, you know, yeah, and I'm not going to, listen, people, it's real life. Have I went off the thing about, yes, because it gets to me, but I'm trying so hard not to do that and just let it roll off my back. Easier said than done. But anyways, I just felt like I just really wanted to address this and post it out there and put it on my channel. Because I mean, I honestly, well, I know this, until you have anxiety of any form, you just don't understand. And I say this because my oldest son, when I was struggling with anxiety when he was a little bit younger, he was that teenage boy and Mom, just get over it. I don't even know why you worry about it. Just stop. And that would fuel me. That was like my trigger to make me even madder and worry even more. Until he had anxiety. And he said, Mom, I mean, like, he's a big boy. And he said, Mom, I get it. I don't like it. I'm sorry. And so when he had that little bit of anxiety and worry in him, he totally got it. It's not something you can shake off. You have to work to learn how to deal with those triggers. And I'm sorry if I offend you, but I don't care. You can't just pop pills and feel better. You have got to find a solution. You've got to find tools to use to overcome that. So I am asking you, if you have a tool that you use to beat social anxiety out in crowds and out around people, I'd love for you to comment. So I know this really wasn't business related, but it is my life, and it has everything to do with my business, because if I'm struggling, my business is going to struggle. And again, like I said, I just want to be real, transparent, and upfront with people. So maybe if you do see me out, if you're following me and you're local and you see me out, outside my little Southern Grey comfort zone, and I don't speak, or I don't try to make eye contact, just please know that do not take that personally, that I'm working through this. I'm trying to do better. But it just makes me feel a little sick inside for some reason. I don't know. But like I said, I can wear a towel on my head and I can even go live and let everybody in the world see me. But I think it's because, just like with everything else on social media, anything on social media, you can post whatever you want because there's nobody there to just right there tell you anything. And I think that's why it's a lot easier to post and do things on social media when you don't have a crowd watching you live, in person. And again, that's a scary, that'd be up for a whole nother subject. But anyways, I just wanted to get that off my chest. So again, thanks for watching. I would just absolutely love if you would subscribe to my channel, because I do try to plan on doing a lot more on my YouTube channel. Of course, liking the video, even subscribing so you know when I put new videos out. And again, I would love if you have any tips or tricks for battling and helping beat social anxiety. I would love to hear those. I hope you guys all have a great Labor Day weekend. See ya!